Hey guys, it's Flip, and today I'm going to show you how to start and use a Cub Cadet XT1 Enduro Series lawn tractor. So this is my XT1 LT46. I've owned it for about a year. Been cutting this backyard here with it, as well as the side yard and the front yard. And I basically wanted to make a little video that is a user's guide. I'm just going to go over how to start it up, how to use it, maybe some helpful tips on maintenance and how to get the best usage out of it. So first I'll show you the engine. If you lift the hood up, engine's right here. So this is a Kohler 7000 series 23 horsepower engine, and the air filter is right in this compartment right here. This is the oil dipstick right here, and then you've got your oil drain plug and oil filter right here. You want to change your oil after the first 5 hours of usage, and then every 50 hours after that. I've got a video on how to change the oil if you need to check that out. To help you keep track of the hours, there is an hour meter right here on the dash to help you with the maintenance. Gas cap is right here. It says unleaded gasoline on it. To see how much gas you have in the tank, if you have the hood up, you can just look at the tank. If the hood is closed, there is a little viewing window right here where they show you a corner of the tank so you can see how much gas is in it. But you just take the cap off, and that's where you put your gas. So getting on the mower now, you've got your brake pedal / clutch on the left side here. You've got your throttle / choke control lever right here. So to start that, you would push that all the way up into the choke position. To run the mower and actually mow with it, you want it in the rabbit position. Again, here you have the hour meter. This will show you how long the mower has been used. On the right side, you have your ignition key, and then you have your forward and reverse drive pedals. You have a deck lift lever right here, so you can lower the deck and raise it. I normally cut mine at about 3.5 inches since I'm cutting tall fescue. Then you have the manual PTO lever. If you push that forward and into this notch, it will send power to the blades and engage them. Then you have a little storage compartment over here, a cup holder, and the headlights are always on with this model. Okay, so how do you actually start this mower? Well, first of all, you have to be seated. It has a safety switch under the seat, so if you're not on the seat, it will not start. The second thing is the PTO has to be off. The mower will not start with the PTO engaged and power running to the blade, so that has to be off. The next thing is you have to push this choke lever forward to the choke position like that. You can feel there's kind of notches in here it'll click into. So you've got the rabbit is high speed down to the turtle, which is low speed. So you want to move it up into the choke position. Then you will turn the key to the crank position. Once it starts to turn over, you will slide this back down to about the middle point between the turtle and the rabbit. And then once you are ready to mow, you will put that back up into the rabbit position. So let me show you what that looks like. I've got the parking brake engaged. The PTO is off. I'm going to go ahead and move this up to the choke position. Then I'm going to give it a crank. Put it down in the middle here. When you're ready to mow, you put that up to the rabbit position. You can engage your blades. When you're finished, pull back on the PTO. Make sure your parking brake is engaged. Pull the throttle back down to the middle. Then you can turn it off. So once you're ready to actually drive it, what do you do? First of all, you're going to push down on this brake pedal, and that will release the parking brake, just like that. Then you will move that throttle up to the rabbit when you're ready to go, and then you will press forward on the forward drive pedal to go forward, and then back here on the reverse drive pedal to go backwards. So let me show you what that looks like. First, I'm going to put the parking brake back where it goes, put the choke back on, So we will go ahead and start it up. Once you're ready to go, I'm going to press down on this brake pedal, take off the parking brake, move that to the rabbit position, and use the forward pedal, go forward, and the back pedal to go in reverse. Once you're done, put that parking brake back on, put the throttle back down. If you want to use the cruise control, personally I don't ever really use it, but if you have some big long wide open stretches and you want to just set it and forget it, how you set that is first you press down on the forward drive pedal until you get your desired speed, then press down on that cruise control lever until it kind of locks in that pedal. Then you can take your foot off and take your finger off the lever and it'll hold that speed. Once you're ready to get out of cruise control, just press down on that forward pedal again and it'll come out of cruise control. Now there are two things that will actually cause this mower to shut off, both safety features. Now the first one is if you try to go in reverse with the blades engaged, it will shut off the mower. Now there is a way around that. They have what they call reverse caution mode. So if you want to cut in reverse, what you will do is move this key to the reverse caution mode, pressing the button until this light comes on, and then you can cut in reverse. It'll remain that way until you turn the key back to the on position or turn the mower off. Let me show you what that looks like. And that's how you cut in reverse. The second thing that will cause the mower to shut off is if you get out of the seat. So how can you bypass that? Well, if you need to get out of the seat, what you can do is press down on the brake pedal and then set the parking brake. That will allow you to get out of the seat. Now, having said that, if you have the PTO engaged and the blades are on, the mower will shut off no matter what. So if you're cutting grass and you come across a big stick in front of you and you need to stop the mower to move it, what you have to do is first disengage the PTO and turn off the blades. Then you will press down on the brake, set the parking brake, then you can get off the mower and move the stick. When you're ready to mow again, you can get back on, press that brake down again to disengage the parking brake, and you can turn your blades back on by pressing that forward. Now let's see it in action a little bit, and then I've got a couple extra helpful tips at the end, so stick around. So if you have never driven a lawn tractor before, I will say that these are pretty easy to get the hang of. It's not like learning to drive a zero turn where it's totally different than driving a car. If you have driven anything with a steering wheel, you can get used to this pretty quickly. My advice would be just start slow and you'll get the hang of it. Before I get to my last couple tips, I just wanted to give a big thank you to Cujo Yardwear for sending out the yard shoes, yard pants, and hat I'm wearing in this video. They sent these out to me to try out. I've been wearing them at home for yard work and at work where I'm in some pretty rough terrain. These are the shoes and hat. These are not the yard pants. This is a different day, but so far I love these, so check them out at cujo.com. These are the pants I'm wearing right here, and I would always suggest you blow off the mower when you're finished. Getting grass clippings off of the deck is important because grass clippings normally have some moisture in them, and getting these clippings off is going to make your deck and pulleys and belts last a lot longer. Okay, a couple of extra tips. First of all, I have found it a lot easier to do maintenance on this mower. Let's say you need to change out the air filter, change the oil, change out the fuel filter, whatever it is you need to do. I have found it's a lot easier to just remove this hood and get it out of here. That gives you a lot more room to work. So let me show you how to do that. So first, on the front right side, there is a wire harness for the headlights. You need to take this apart. So you just pull back on that tab, then you can separate that wire harness. To remove the hood, you just raise it and then lift it up and away from the tractor and it'll slide right off. To put it back on, you'll see the notches where it came out of, and you'll just slide it back in at the same angle you took it off. You'll slide it down towards the tractor and lower the hood. Then don't forget to reconnect the wiring harness for the headlights. Second extra tip, what happens if you are out in the middle of a field somewhere and you run out of gas and you need to manually push this mower back somewhere? On the back here, there is a transmission bypass rod that you can pull out, and that will make it so the transmission does not engage, and that makes it a lot easier to push this mower. Of course, you need to make sure that the parking brake is disengaged, but that makes it a lot easier to push this mower than if the transmission is engaged. When you're ready to start it up again, just make sure that you push that transmission bypass rod back in, and there's a little diagram that shows you that right here. Okay, that's it. Hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, please hit the like button for me and subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot more videos on this mower and other mowers. Thanks for watching.